It was an exciting year for Fightsticks, all button devices, pads, and really the whole community at large over on our Fightsticks. So I wanted to do a year-end recap and divvy out some appropriate kudos. We've seen outstanding work from awesome stick veterans, people like Johnny Fraze, Bermanch, Mark Bueno, Batero, Juan, and the rest of the usual suspects. And then there's also been an influx of newer hobbyists coming into the scene with equally impressive builds, so let's get right into it with some of my picks for the best work we've seen this past year. Let's kick it off with the best new product category, because there have been a ton of cool ones to recently appear on the scene. I'm a huge champion of the OpenStick community and their overall work on the GP2040 CE firmware, as well as these new advanced breakout boards with the pass-throughs. With this breakthrough, they've knocked out all the big modern console brands at a fraction of the prices we've seen in boards from the past. Really great work, and I couldn't justify anything but this as my #1 product of the year. Now to pivot to the craziest build this year. We've seen a fair number of wild and wacky enclosures posted in the R56 community, both large and small, but I wanted to go a bit beyond that design element to showcase something really far out. With the Calypso dactyl-inspired hitbox. With the finger placement and the LEDs, the whole thing reads like the Fortress of Solitude, and I just love that. Great job. Now for the most innovative category. There were some really cool ergonomic options which came out this year, along with some newer button layouts becoming more normalized. I also really appreciated what Snarzy was trying to do with their line of SuperPad controllers this year, with novel grip and button placements. But in the end, I had to give it to the Split Stick for its take on an extendable fight stick to help a user dial in that exact hand spacing for optimal comfort. Such a cool and clever idea, and I really dug the whole design. When it comes to the best internals, the clean sleeving and lighting from inside the cases can really enhance the overall vibe of the fight stick. Artorias Akai and Bermanch are always ones to watch out for, but this year I feel like Bearwood was able to successfully defend his 2022 crown, putting together several great builds and setting the bar for great wiring. Now for the leverless all-button category, we saw some awesome custom hitbox and flatbox style builds with tons of personality and cool features. However, this completely custom, one-of-a-kind scratch build with keyboard form factor stood above the rest when the dust had settled. Really clean and classy build. And then, without further ado, the coveted Best Fight Stick Award. We saw some awesome and outlandish builds this year, but one stayed at the forefront of my mind. The Cyber Nirvana stick from Significus. Premium rosewood, custom ball top, a Buddhist bead connection cable which glows with LEDs. The whole package is just outstanding. And to conclude these categories, I want to talk about my pick for the best 2023 contributor on the fight stick scene, The Train. I love his tackle this issue, make it open source for all to enjoy, and then move on to the next big hurdle mentality. He was instrumental in the GP2040 CE firmware we all know and love at this point, as well as advancements in buttons and open core peripherals. Truly, we are lucky to have his involvement in fight stick tech, and I can't wait to see what else he has to show off for 2024. What a great year of fight sticks. For next year's video, I'll see if I can keep growing my channel sub numbers in order to bait a sweet panel of judges like the Sujano days of old. And hey, if you didn't like my picks, then feel free to let me know in the comment section, and I can expose you for being so wrong. Really, this is my effort to try and put more eyes on the R56 community, and a rising tide lifts all boats. I hope everyone has a great 2024, and I'm looking forward to all the fight sticks yet to come. Now I'll leave you with some cool builds from every month of the past year. Support your locals, and I'll see you next time.